Why 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. The real reason nobody talks about. Here's a number that should stop you cold. According to a 2025 Lending Club report, 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And before you think, yeah, that's people who make $30,000-$40,000 a year. Stop, because in that same study, nearly half of people earning over $100,000 a year said the same thing. 6 figures, still broke at the end of the month. So here's the real question. If this is a spending problem, why are high earners struggling too? If this is just about making more money, why does getting the raise not fix it? The answer isn't what most financial advice videos will tell you. In fact, there are 3 reasons this cycle is almost impossible to escape, and the system is built to keep it that way. Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break all 3 reasons down and give you a 3-step exit that doesn't require you to stop living your life.
Let's start with the one nobody wants to talk about, because it's too close to home. Lifestyle inflation. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know about lifestyle inflation. I've heard this before. But I'm not here to tell you that you spend too much. That's obvious. What's not obvious is why your brain is literally wired to make this impossible to avoid. There's a concept in psychology called hedonic adaptation. Here's how it works. You get a raise. You're thrilled for about 3 weeks. Then the new salary becomes your new normal, and you feel exactly as financially stressed as you did before. The goalposts moved. They always move. But here's where it gets expensive. It's not just the big stuff, the nicer apartment, the newer car. It's the subscription creep. Think about your own phone right now. How many subscriptions are being charged to that card? Most people guess 3 or 4. The actual average, 11. Netflix, Spotify, Apple iCloud, Adobe, that gym you plan to go back to, Hulu, LinkedIn Premium, that meditation app from 2022. Before you know it, you're spending between $400 and $600 a month on services you barely use, and most of it happens completely invisibly on autopay while you sleep. Then layer on social comparison. You see your colleagues' vacation photos on Instagram. You notice your neighbor got a new car. And the research here is brutal. Studies consistently show that proximity to people with higher consumption patterns directly increases your own spending, even when your income hasn't changed. This isn't a willpower problem. It's a psychological design problem. And the system doesn't stop there. Let's talk about who benefits from you never having savings. Banks, retailers, tech companies, and they are very, very good at their jobs. Start with credit cards. On the surface, they look like free money, cash back, points, travel miles, but behavioral economist Dan Ariely ran a study showing that people spend significantly more when paying with a card versus cash. The pain of payment is reduced. You're literally less aware of money leaving when you don't physically hand it over. Richard Thaler, who won the Nobel Prize in economics, called this mental accounting. We categorize money differently based on how it arrives and how it leaves. Cash in hand feels real. A credit card statement feels abstract. And retailers have built entire systems around exploiting that gap.
Now throw buy now, pay later into the mix. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. These products are designed with one goal: to lower the psychological barrier to purchase by breaking the payment into invisible pieces. The research shows that BNPL users spend 10 to 40% more per transaction than they would otherwise. The payment is so small, it doesn't register as real money. And then there's price anchoring. Walk into any electronics store. The $4,000 TV is on display not because they expect to sell it. It's there to make the $1,800 TV look like a deal. Your brain is being calibrated before you even reach for your wallet. The question is never, are you bad with money? The question is, are you aware of how sophisticated the systems working against you actually are? Now let's talk about the number that really should keep you up at night.
The average American is carrying $6,500 in credit card debt. That sounds manageable, maybe uncomfortable, but manageable. Here's what that actually costs you if you only ever make the minimum payment. At the current average interest rate of 24% APR, and yes, that number is real, that's where we are in 2026, that $6,500 in debt will take you over 20 years to pay off if you only pay the minimum. And by the time you're done, you will have paid nearly $24,000. You borrowed $6,500, you paid back $24,000. Now here's the part that stings. Think about what that extra $17,500 could have done if it had been invested instead. At a conservative 7% annual return in an index fund, $17,500 invested over 20 years becomes approximately $68,000. The debt isn't just costing you money, it's costing you the compounding that money would have generated on your behalf. This is what I call the wealth gap nobody calculates. It doesn't show up in your budget. It doesn't show up on your pay stub, but it is silently, mathematically destroying your financial future every single month. And here's the most important question you can ask yourself right now. Is the thing you put on that card worth 3.7 times its price? Because that's what you're actually paying when you carry the debt to term. The good news, you don't need to fix all of this at once. You only need 3 moves. Here's what actually works. Not theory, not make a budget and stick to it. Actual mechanisms. Step 1, the automation trick, pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck hits your account, before you spend a single dollar, set up an automatic transfer to a high-yield savings account or investment account. Even if it's $50, even if it's $25. Why does this work when budgeting doesn't? Because budgeting requires you to resist temptation every single day. Automation requires you to resist it once when you set it up. Every payday after that, the decision is already made. You can't spend money that's already moved. Most banks let you set this up in under 5 minutes. Set it for payday, don't touch it, and increase it by 1% every time you get a raise. You'll never feel the difference, but the compounding will be dramatic. Step 2, the subscription audit. 1 hour a year worth $4,800. Once a year, put it in your calendar right now, set a reminder. Sit down for 1 hour and review every single recurring charge on your bank and credit card statement. Not to feel guilty, not to punish yourself, just to make an active choice. For each subscription, ask 3 questions. Did I use this in the last 90 days? Would I miss it if it was gone? Is there a cheaper or free alternative? The average person cancels 4 to 6 subscriptions in this audit. At an average of $15 per subscription, that's $60 to $90 a month back in your pocket. Over $1,000 a year from 1 hour of your time. Set that canceled money to auto transfer instead. That decision alone compounds. Step 3, the identity shift. This one sounds soft. It's actually the most powerful. Stop thinking of yourself as a consumer. Start thinking of yourself as an owner. Here's what I mean. Every time you consider a purchase, ask yourself, does an owner buy this or does a consumer buy this? Consumers spend money to feel good right now. Owners spend money to generate more money later.
This is not about being cheap. Own nice things, enjoy your life, but make ownership the frame through which you make financial decisions. Invest in skills that raise your income. Buy assets that appreciate. Build systems, not habits, because systems run even when your motivation runs out. The identity shift is the most sustainable change you can make because it doesn't require willpower. It requires a different story about who you are. If you made it this far, here's what I want you to do in the next 5 minutes. Pull up your bank statement. Count your subscriptions. That's it, just count them. You don't have to cancel anything today, just know the number. If you're already past that,
If you want to go further, I'm going to show you the exact account structure that makes saving completely automatic. The setup takes 20 minutes, and once it's done, you will never have to think about saving again. It just happens. That video is next in this series. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this video gave you even one thing you didn't know before, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Because the only thing more expensive than not knowing this information is knowing it and doing nothing about it. See you in the next one.